we don't know anything. We're just monkeys trying to understand something. Come along with us and maybe we'll still know nothing. We're the honest honkies.
Just jump in the frame. Yeah! It's season 2. Let's go.
Y'all thought we were gone.
But
we
we're
came back.
That was called clickbait. Oh, I was clickbait, baby.
Oh, dude, we got you guys good.
Everybody saw the thumbnail. They saw us crying, thought it was
Yeah.
over. But we would never do that to you guys. Mainly because we have loyal Patreon subscribers. We got 5 of them.
We don't need to give the analytics.
You're right. Only $1 a month. Sign up. What's good?
Dude.
I'm not gonna lie. We're recording this in advance because by the time you guys hear this, I'm gonna be in the Netherlands, bruh. I'm gonna be with the Dutch.
You're gonna be out of the great.
I was so
nation.
excited for the food,
Yeah.
but the first thing I literally looked up what kind of food should I like to get in the Netherlands, and the first title was, "They really don't care that much about culinary taste. Don't expect much," and I was like.
That's really.
I was like, I guess let me just get some pastries and stuff. But
that's so weird because you think of going to like a foreign country, you're like, the food's gonna be awesome. I guess not in the Netherlands.
Apparently, Mickey D's is nice over there. That's what I've heard.
I mean,
Heard McDonald's.
how bad is McDonald's gonna be anywhere? You know.
I don't know. My wife says it's good. So
You been in the Netherlands? So that's the same thing, really.
apparently, any fast food in another country is better than it is here because here we like to just pump little pink slime and then kind of cook it.
That pink slime tastes kind of good though.
Bro, when that pink slime video came out, like the actual footage of McDonald's, like literally pumping pink slime out to make burgers, everybody took one look at it and was like,
You know that Pokemon from
but $1 a
Pokemon?
burger.
that Ditto Pokemon?
Yeah.
They're putting that in our burgers, dude.
They're putting Kirby in our burgers.
Blended Kirby in our burgers.
Blended Kirby.
They're putting that what they had in the SpongeBob Krusty Krab, you know, the burger like that, but it was gray in the show. You know what I'm talking about?
No, what? They showed the secret. They showed the secret Krabby Patty formula.
No, it was like somebody bought out the Krusty Krab and was trying to make everything cheaper, so they just made like fake burgers.
There's no way they did that, bro. To the glorious Krusty Krab, they ruined it. Was it Plankton?
No, it was just somebody. I think Mr. Krabs sold it, you know, because he's greedy and all that.
Respect.
But they were feeling it was like gray goop, and people were like noticing it. Burger.
I think it would be. What do you think our life would be like if you weren't allowed to sell $1 burgers? Because no matter what, dude.
Like that.
Oh.
That's McDonald's in America.
I think I remember seeing that picture. It's just an entirely gray inside of the burger, even the bun. Oh,
that's so disgusting.
that's gross, dude.
Oh,
SpongeBob was.
man, SpongeBob used to be so good.
It was Insight, dude.
SpongeBob was so good.
It was literally like people are always like, "Oh, SpongeBob makes you dumber." No, dude. They had some insightful things about how the world gets around. You got greedy people, you got happy people, dumb people, and bitter people. It's the 5 main categories. You know?
You got a point, actually.
And then you had that whale, dude. But every episode she was in, I was mad.
Pearl.
Yeah.
Bro, I would once in the blue moon, I'd get a TikTok coming through my feed of old SpongeBob clips, like a compilation of funny SpongeBob clips of old SpongeBob, and I'll watch every single one because I laugh every time, like whenever they're making fun of Sandy for being from Texas, and he's like,
Yeah.
SpongeBob turns into the state of Texas, and he asks Patrick, well, guess what I am? And he's like, I don't know. Stupid? and SpongeBob's like, what's the difference? I don't know. I think I butchered it, but the old SpongeBob makes me chuckle.
It's funny, but also don't come in my country, bro. Yeah. Texas is lit.
Get out of here, bro. We're about to secede, aren't we?
It is, honestly, I wonder, whoever's idea it was to have underwater animals be like a funny kid show, but then make a squirrel be underwater in an astronaut suit and have like a bubble that she lives in.
Genius.
Got to be high, obviously, but it's
Oh,
so
for
funny.
sure. Genius, dude.
So funny.
Yeah.
To be like a country squirrel.
Country Squirrel.
Country squirrel.
New band name, I call it Country Squirrel.
Take my bowl. I don't know. Anyways, I did realize that I never told you about the book I read.
From last podcast?
You got to do your book club last week.
Yeah, let me tell you about Jordan Peterson's 12 More Rules. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I swear, if you opened up Beyond Order right now and started going, I'd be so mad.
What book did you read?
I read The Forgotten Highlander
Oh.
by Alistair Urquhart.
Okay.
It was a very nice book.
Okay.
But it was
good?
a lot. It was a lot of book. You ever open up a book, read it, and you're like, dang, that was a lot of book. And it wasn't even that long of a book, but it was a lot of it.
It was
And-
heavy stuff? Heavy stuff, not a, like, duration long? Long on your heart.
I think it was literally, you should read it because it was, or the audio version was only maybe 6 hours, which is short for an audiobook.
Yeah, it's pretty short.
But basically what it's about is Alistair Urquhart is a normal guy, and I don't know. I don't really remember how old he was. Basically, it's about...
Who is he?
All right, let me give you the scoop. He is a Scottish dude, early 20s, right around the start of World War II.
Okay.
Which, if you're in your early 20s...
What side was the Scottish on?
They were on our side. They were allies. But the thing is, he immediately gets stationed in
Scotland?
some Asian country. I don't know.
Okay.
Some Asian country. And
Japan.
literally, Japan says, open your booty hole. And, like, the first
Literally?
year of the World War II. First year. So he gets captured. His whole crew gets captured. And it just talks about, like, the horrors of being a prisoner of war to the Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. Because the thing is the Japanese, like, they don't believe in surrendering, or, like, it's considered coward. So
kill
they just
themselves.
treat themselves like dirt, you know?
They treat themselves like dirt?
If they were to get captured, or they treat the prisoners like dirt because
Okay.
they think they're literally not humans because they surrendered, basically. But the thing is,
Because they didn't kill themselves.
yeah, he gets caught at the beginning of the war, so he's literally a prisoner of war for like almost 5 years, and it just talks about what he went through, bro. The heavy book.
Is that the guy from Unbroken?
My,
Is that the same guy?
my mom said she listened to it and said it sounded like they had similar stories, but it's not the same
It's
guy.
not the same guy. Okay.
It's just a Scottish dude just going through the ringer. I mean, it talks about the camp that he was at was they were building what they called the Death Railway, which is basically the Japanese were like, we need to finish this huge railway to connect all of our land to, like, you know, basically towards Germany and stuff. And they're like, we need this done tomorrow. And so they're just working these guys to death. And, I mean, they're killing... I forget the exact numbers now, but I think, like, probably 300,000, like, Allied soldiers died making it. And then 600,000 or some huge number of civilians that just from countries they took over, just building this railroad. And it was interesting. The most interesting thing was hearing about this and then knowing at the same time this is the same war that Hitler was in, but that's the only attention you ever hear is, you know, Hitler killing all the Jews and stuff. Which
you don't hear about Japan killing all these people?
No, you don't. I mean, and they are treating these people like insane.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Isn't it weird that that like all these like World War I, World War II, even the Civil War, like we had all of these casualties,
Big numbies.
big numbies, big millies,
Yeah.
and like you think almost 99% of those casualties are men, right? Because they're fighting.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird that society now is like, it still evens out?
Yeah, explain that, dude.
Explain how
How is it always 50-50?
It's always 50-50 men and women still.
Explain
how does that
that.
make sense?
You think women smell it? You think women smell the lack of men and just start popping men?
Like it's nature's way of like being like, oh, we need more men. I can't smell it enough.
Yeah.
That could possibly be a thing.
Because, I mean, literally, the amount of men that had to have died in World War II had to have put a huge dent in the men's side.
For sure, dude.
And we're just big chilling.
Yo, if they had like, quote unquote transgender people back then, if you're a dude, and you like kind of low key play the system, you're like, actually, the war just started, and you're like, I'm actually a woman, and you just get to chill with all the ladies.
Yeah. Dude, being a draft dodger is sick.
Draft dodger.
Just hearing your country's bat signal and just ignoring it is so awesome. To just be like, I'm going to chop my genitals off so I can't, participate in my country's affairs.
But it's also interesting to think like all those casualties, back then, but now we have like the casualties in wars are cut by like hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
Like now we only have like a couple, like in the 10,000s. But it's like people, whenever the nuke was made, we're all like, who's gonna,
Do you think? Okay, what do you think is more crazy? Do you think it's more crazy that we haven't set off a nuke, or I don't even know. I don't even know what the other one is. Like, how insane is it that nobody's pressed the button since that day?
I'm kind of getting the impression there isn't a button, dude.
Hold up, hot take. Let's hear it. You think there's no nukes,
bro? If the fact that nobody crazy has like come around and just like,
yeah,
found 2 keys laying around, had the wingspan of a turkey vulture, and was able to do both the keys at the same time. It's pretty low.
It's kind of funny that, like, you'll hear about the pilots and stuff that dropped the bombs on Nagasaki and Hiroshima.
Mm-hmm.
Hiroshima. And how they have, like, crazy PTSD and just feel awful because they kind of single-handedly killed, like, 100,000 plus people. But it is kind of crazy to just, like, if you were in that situation, and just, like, have 2 keys in each hand and just... and just, like, plug it in. And then it turns. Oops. And, like, just know a second that turns, it just... people are vaporized.
Just imagine...
that would be a crazy
Imagine... feeling. Think about this. You can kill millions of people by doing this.
That's wild.
Doing this with your hand.
Oh, my gosh.
That's like the whooshy finger hold in Kung Fu Panda.
Okay.
Skadoosh. You say skadoosh when you do it?
Skadoosh.
Bro, that's so crazy to think.
It's wild that, like, it is insane that nobody's pushed the button.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Me and my coworker were looking it up because I was thinking, I was like, if they drop bombs on, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, I was like, 100,000 is a lot of people, but it also kind of doesn't seem that big. And I was like, how big is a nuke? And I looked up. It's only like, I think the biggest one that we have now is 7 miles of radius.
No, not now.
I think so.
No.
How big do you think it is? Because I was looking this up.
I was looking this up too.
No, you weren't.
I was last week when I finished Oppenheimer.
We were both looking up nuke.
Well, look, because we obviously made the first nuke.
Yeah.
And then Russia was like, "Oh, crap, we gotta make a nuke." So they made the biggest one ever.
Still?
Yeah, the biggest one ever
what
lit.
The heck? And now they got supersonic nukes.
Well, that's the thing, because the one that we dropped on Hiroshima wasn't even a hydrogen bomb, was it? It was an atomic bomb.
Yeah.
And so we have hydrogen now, which is like.
Well, look it up. I gotta know what's the radius of the biggest nuke?
Oh, dude, it's insane. You see the picture of Hiroshima nuke compared to this one? It's like,
No way.
it's yeah.
Because when I looked it up, it was only like 7 miles, and I was like,
no, not the
that would be
the SAR bomb, SAR bomba.
Is
Is the single most physically powerful device ever deployed on Earth, the most powerful nuclear bomb tested, and the largest human-made explosion in history. For comparison, the largest weapon ever produced by the U.S. It's the now decommissioned B-41. It's all these crazy numbers. But look at this.
Did you look up radius?
This is the SAR bomba, and this is the Hiroshima.
I know, but that's not telling me how big it is. Look up
Look
up blast radius of this SAR bomba. Because I feel like it only might be 7 miles, which is obviously huge. This is AI time, bro. AI, answer our questions.
Does Google have it?
Okay.
No, the SAR bomba has got to be way larger.
Well,
than
let's
7
say
miles.
then while you look it up, I'm just gonna think tank. If the Nagasaki bomb was like 7 miles or something, and this one's twice or 3 times as bigger, that's still only 20 miles, which is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot.
But like my house over, outside of Dallas I'd have radiation out there, but I wouldn't get exploded if they hit Dallas.
Yeah, but you still die.
From what?
Radiation.
No, this Alistair, he got knocked off his feet when the nuke hit him because he was on one of the islands close to Nagasaki. He got knocked off his feet from the heat wave and lived to be like 100.
This doesn't even say.
Bro, what? Is it like top secret? You might have to look up how big is a nuclear bomb's blast radius. In like miles or something.
Yeah, this doesn't give me any information. Bro, ChatGPT.
Bro, you know what, though? This is looking like your theory's right. They don't have them. They didn't even tell us how big they are.
Well, look, the thing is, they made that just as the Russians made that bomb as a sign of strength, right? I mean, they're never going to use it, in like a war situation because they only made one, and they blew it up.
They only made one?
Yeah, they blew it up.
Are they that hard to make?
I guess. I'm not an expert.
Okay, but here's the thing. We have nukes now that are supersonic and go 30,000 kilometers. Like they go most of the way around the Earth and are supersonic. Like they can shoot them from
Are you sure
here.
that's not just propaganda?
No, dude. I was... Yeah. Dude.
Sorry.
And then my coworker was also explaining to me they have different explosion stages, or I don't know how you would say it, but like places that they explode. So the ones that we did over Nagasaki and that were air explosions, but they also have ground explosions and in earth explosions. So it like kind of shoots it into the ground a little.
I just got the answer for you.
Bro,
Are you ready?
Don't scare me. Bro.
So
Don't scare me.
give me your guess again.
40 miles.
Like radius.
Yeah.
Okay. So this says,
I'm so dude.
This says at 40 miles high, the blast goes in the air 40 miles high.
Uh-huh.
But the radius is 150 miles.
No way. No way. It's 150 miles.
It's humongous.
A nuke?
The bomb was huge. Yes, a nuke. It's huge.
Dude, I feel like an idiot now. I was thinking I was chill.
No, bro.
If they launch one nuke.
But, I mean, they might have a bomb that big now. Like, I'm sure when they make the bombs, they're not calculating
that?
the radius.
Who said 150?
Oh, my gosh. Do you not believe me anymore?
No, I'm just wondering.
Oh, just the National World War II Museum.
Oh, my gosh.
So...
How far is 40 miles into there? Isn't space like 52 miles?
Yeah, it breaks atmosphere.
Oh, my gosh. Bro, they launched... Oh, no.
We're getting radiation in space, dude. That can't be good.
Dude, we probably like farted on some satellites. They probably got nudged a little from the
Yo,
explosion.
you have to think about the aliens in space when they saw the star bomb go off.
They were like,
Man, why my face kind of burning a little bit?
well, you know,
Radiation. He's there like about to sneeze. Radiation.
well, you know that's what the theory is, right?
Oh, the aliens know about us now because we blew up a big
Well,
bomb.
this is the weird thing. They don't. It's not that they know about us.
They don't
because
care about us that much.
No, all the
But now they do.
sightings happened, or a lot of like when
here we
aliens got
go.
really popular was right after nuclear bombs.
Here we go.
Well, it is.
Once we go down this road, we're not coming back.
That's right. I want to go down this road, dude.
Do we?
Yes.
You want to run or you want to like kind of tiptoe down it?
Let's tiptoe, creep in, peer through the door, and then barge in with the shotgun. It's like, where's my money? And leave with some answers, baby.
What's the money?
Some answers.
The truth.
The truth. But it is a weird coincidence that a lot of the alien or basically there was almost no alien sightings, and then we launched nuclear bombs and started doing all that crap, and then a bunch of alien sightings. So it's like they were like, yo, these guys are getting advanced. We should see what's going on here before they blow it up. And if that one really did go 40 miles in the air, they probably, it's probably like we coughed on them a little bit.
Probably. I think I think I've said this before on the podcast, but I don't believe in aliens, but it's fun to think about it.
Yeah.
But it's so funny, like, when I see a video or something on YouTube about an alien sighting from, like, a military aircraft or whatever, and they show video of it,
They look wild.
the people in the comments always, like, they're the experts, you know?
Yeah.
It's so funny, dude. I saw this TikTok of, like, the caption was, like, the most clear footage of aliens ever captured. And it was pretty clear, but it was, like, from, like, I don't know.
1,000 feet
An
away.
AC-130, scope zoomed in from miles away. But it was showing, like, this object that kind of looked like some kind of droid from Star Wars. And it was just, like, floating across, like, the scene in, like, Afghanistan. And they didn't know what it was. But it was, like, staying still the whole time as it was moving. And it had, like, tentacles looking like coming out. It looked like a jellyfish, really.
No way.
And it's so funny because, like, you're kind of enthralled in the video, right? And you're like, ooh, that's kind of interesting. What's he talking about?
Bag?
And you go to the comments, and then they're like, yeah, that's just a plastic bag. Like, everybody thinks that. Oh, no, that's just a plastic bag, bro. No, that's not alien. That's some trash.
Okay, so I know you don't believe in aliens, but let's ponder it. Why in the world would there be a government crash retrieval program where there's files of them retrieving... Did I say trash retrieval? Crash retrieval program.
Mm-hmm.
Why would that be a thing?
Crash of what?
Crash retrieval of unknown objects.
Just because they're unknown, I assume.
But why? Okay.
Like, you probably want to know what it is if you're the government. If it's crashing in your area.
Yeah, so what do you think they're getting?
So the question changed from why are they doing it to what do you think they're getting?
Yeah, what do you think they're getting?
Probably.
Give me your best guess.
Probably just some old satellite that fell out of the sky or something. Some old weather balloon that fell out of the sky.
So you would think like intelligent stuff, or
Intelligent stuff?
like electronics stuff that we've made, and it's just, or maybe somebody else made, like maybe China drones or something.
Yeah, I mean, people, when that China spy weather balloon
floated right over.
this Chinese balloon floated over our entire country.
Yeah.
People were like, it could just be like a weather balloon that somebody made. Could people just make weather balloons and throw them up in the sky?
Yeah.
Like they handmade them in their garage, It could just be just somebody's trash, quote unquote, that they just threw up there for fun, for a hobby.
But I don't think that was the deal with the Chinese weather balloon specifically.
I don't think
that
it was
one
either.
was like they like got information that it could definitely like hear and see.
Yeah.
So they're just
I don't
and it
believe
flew
it's-
perfectly over like all of our military bases.
Yeah.
We're like, good job, guys.
Yeah.
Just gave away all of our secrets at once.
Yeah. They got all the nuclear codes.
Dude, if China could raid Area 51 with a freaking weather balloon, we can. Okay? We could get in there.
You think so?
Yeah. But if there is crash retrieval programs, this is what I have pondered. I have wondered if it's not aliens, but it's more like, I don't know, demons or something.
Our audio went out again.
No way.
Yeah.
Pause.
We have to pause.
We'll be right back. My bad, guys. We thought we
I was
had
lying.
We thought we had audio difficulty. We were chilling.
I was straight capping.
Okay. Back to what I was saying.
I just really want to get off the alien subject.
What do you think it's possible to be spiritual beings?
What? We are spiritual beings.
Dang, good point. Do you think it's possible to be
Extraterrestrial.
the things that we're seeing? Okay, the crash is one thing, but maybe the things that like fly by at crazy rates. Do you think it's possible?
shooting stars.
There's no shooting stars over the ocean. We'd be screwed if there were shooting stars over the ocean. We'd get dinosaured. We'd get meteor, explode, ice age. Do you think it's possible that it could be angels and demons or whatever?
Oh.
Do you think we could be seeing like flashes of, I don't know, something going on?
Like an intergalactic war.
I don't know if they're warring or if they're just kind of milling around.
Milling around.
You think they are warring?
That kind of sounds cooler. Warren up there.
Dang, bro.
Warren up there. I don't know. It sounds cool because I just finished watching Dune 2, so I'm like on the hype train right now.
Oh,
Intergalactic war.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Do they have... Because the first one, I don't think I liked it. Because it was a little bit slow and not a lot going on. Is there a lot going on this time? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Because the first one looked pretty, but
Oh, dude.
not a lot was
They're
happening.
both looking super pretty. I think the first one was great. I didn't think it was slow paced at all. I mean, I get why you're saying that, but
It's been a while since I've watched it, so I could be doing it a disservice, but I do remember it being fairly slow and like a lot of shots of like people walking through the desert.
there's a lot more shots of people walking through the desert. But there's also there's a lot of action, and there's good. It's good. It's a good story. The story's really good. But also it can be super confusing at times because the characters in that movie, I guess, or book, have like 5 names. Like one guy will have 5 names, and you'll have to
What?
remember. Yeah,
Wait, why?
because that's like just the culture, quote unquote. It's like you have
Oh.
like your birth name, and you have like a fighter name, and you have a name that you want people to call you, and then you have like this prophetic name,
No.
and it just keeps going. So that
I
can be
barely
that can
keep track of
confusing.
the single names.
Do you know what the main character's name is?
Timothy Chalamet.
It's the easiest one to remember.
No.
Paul.
What?
It's Paul.
Paul?
Paul. Paul.
The apostle?
Yep. He's
Dang.
literally a prophetic figure.
Paul selling spice? That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you liked it, and
Oh,
there's
yeah, it was
not
really
a third
good.
one?
There's a third. Well, it's not confirmed, but it's most likely going to happen.
Because didn't the first one say to be continued?
Mm-mm.
No?
They don't. They didn't greenlight the second and third one because they didn't know how good it was going to be
Uh-huh.
the first one, and the same for the second one. They didn't know how good it was going to perform, but it's really good. Like when I finished the movie, there was like so much to unpack because it's kind of a long movie, and I didn't really know if I liked it or not.
Uh-huh.
And I woke up this morning and I had like a revelation. I was like, this movie was amazing.
That's crazy. You watched it and were like, I don't know how I feel about this.
Because I was trying
And
to
then you woke
process
up and you're
everything
like-
that happened. There's so much happens. Yeah, and I woke up and I was like, oh, this
That was
is
a good
awesome.
movie.
Yeah, I also read a lot about like things I missed and like stuff from the book. And I was like,
Yeah, the first one,
This is great.
there was a lot of dialogue that sounded cool, but
Yeah.
I didn't know what was.
yeah. People say that
don't know what
that
the point-
director doesn't. He focuses a lot on like the visual side of things.
Who is it?
I think it's pronounced Denis Villeneuve. But
he like
he's He's a really good director. He's made a lot of good movies. But all of his movies look really good. But people say he focuses on that over like dialogue and character development.
Well, that's interesting.
So
I don't know if I'd like that or not. I don't know if I would like. Are you a dialogue guy?
I'm more of a character guy, so I guess that involves. But I mean, I love visuals, and I love his visuals. So.
What kind of character you like? What kind of
Like any character?
What kind of character gets you keyed up?
Oh, dude, it's got to be Aragorn.
Is that the one where he rides the dragon?
That
Who's Aragorn?
I cannot believe you
Who's
don't know who
Aragorn?
Aragorn is.
Aragorn, doesn't he ride the dragon?
Oh my goodness!
How you
No,
spell-
he doesn't ride a dragon.
I love that movie.
This is so embarrassing for you.
Aragon. That's a city, dude. An
Oh,
autonomous
You're
community.
thinking of Aragon, that cheesy movie.
I don't remember how to Kingdom of Aragon. I love that movie.
Aragon is like the 2005 movie where he does ride a dragon.
That's got to be one of my favorite movies, dude. When he pulls up and he's got that cool armor on.
I totally forgot about that movie.
This one, dude.
Yeah,
That one goes hard.
that movie's from my
Oh
childhood.
crap! I'm about to buy it off Amazon.
I still have that. I have that movie on DVD at my parents'.
You want to watch it later,
Sure.
dude? This dragon was hype. For
It
that
was-
time.
Look, it was, but I mean, How to Train Your Dragon just did it better.
No, I can't stand those movies.
Really?
Yeah, because the dragon just like
You don't like
squeaks.
the accents, the Scottish accent.
The people are okay, but the dragon's annoying.
They don't even talk.
That's the thing. He like squeaks. He goes. "Meow."
The dragon doesn't even squeak in that. He's toothless. He has no teeth. He can't speak.
He's gelming people down. That's not a cool dragon.
Okay, you're just a hater. You're gonna get so much hate in the comments.
So what's Aragon?
Aragorn.
Aragorn.
He's from Lord of the Rings. He's like the main. He's the king.
Oh,
He's
of the elves?
Strider. He also has two names.
Is he the one with black hair or blonde hair?
He's got brown hair.
Okay, so he's like
Kind of looks like my dad.
he's like he's the human.
He's a
king.
man. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's born to be king, so his bloodline was from royalty, but he doesn't want to be a king. But his whole character development is he has to fight. He's trying to fight being a king, but he realizes he has to. Just kind of the same with Timothy Chalamet and Dune.
Okay. So and that's what people usually like look up to, or they want from they usually want a leader that doesn't want to be a leader.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how?
But he has to,
But he has to be the leader.
and then he eventually does become a leader.
So how do you do that with the president?
Well, first of all, let's talk about why people like that.
Because if you don't want the power, then you have a better chance of the power not corrupting you.
That, and I think a lot of it has to do with putting aside your own wants for the greater good.
Like if you even if you want to do something else and you still say, you know what, even though I don't want to do this, I still got to do this for my country, then that shows some character. Yeah.
Yeah. Because people, all nowadays they're all like, follow your heart, do what you want to do,
Mm-hmm.
do your own thing. But people like these movies of guys who don't do that, and I don't think they realize it.
100% of the time.
Yeah, and
Because-
they don't realize that they like it because he's doing what he doesn't want to do.
Yeah. And like, trying to think of what is it kind of same with like Iron Man, where even though he's a good guy, he kind of almost wants to be the good guy, and so people can kind of think he's abrasive a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of.
Like Iron Man kind of likes being Iron Man.
Well, sure.
He kind of is hyped about himself, and so people can get an abrasive vibe from him.
Yeah, but he in the first Iron Man, the whole story of him leading up to being Iron Man was he was a weapons manufacturer, whatever, and people were saying that the bad guys were stealing all of his weapons and using them against the U.S. and he was like, no, they're not. There's no way. And then he gets captured and he realizes that actually happened, and so it's like he had to do something about it, right?
He stood up to the plate.
It's like
dude.
every superhero. But it's good.
But how do you? I don't know. I don't know how you do that. I don't know how you start electing people that don't want to be elected.
Oh yeah, you always hear about the best man for the job is a man who doesn't want it,
Yeah.
which makes sense. I mean, but like
Which
If you-
I live out every day.
if you want power, you probably shouldn't have it.
100% you shouldn't have it, dude. Because even the good guys, after they're in there for a while, like I'm sure, let's be honest, dude. Aragorn, he was probably like, no, I don't want to be in there. But once he started getting in there, started getting fed grapes and stuff after he won the war, I bet he started liking it.
That's not his character, bro.
I bet after the movie ended, I bet he was like, this is a nice gig.
It's like, man, I should have been here years ago.
I'm about to raise taxes because food is getting more expensive.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, like, they'll get there less quick. The guy that really wants to be in power, I mean, first day, he's wanting grapes and raising taxes and doing all kinds of selfish things.
Yeah.
But I don't know how you get that person. I don't know how you get the person to run for office that doesn't want to run for office.
Yeah, it can be really complex because people don't, like a party won't find a person and be like, we want this guy to be president.
Yeah.
A guy makes that decision on his own. He's like, I'm running for president.
Think about how insane that is.
But you have to, I mean, it seems kind of crazy, but then another part of me thinks you want a guy who's humble about it, right?
Mhm.
He's like, I'm not doing this for my own good, but for the good of the country, because we need a leader.
Yeah.
But, you got people like, I'm not going to name names, but like Joe Biden
He probably
in
feels.
office,
Yeah.
who getting money from his kid. And, what a mess, dude.
Do you think the government would work better if it was randomly selected people? That'd be
No,
wild. That'd be
absolutely
so
not.
wild. No, I mean it.
Randomly selected, just like a random guy.
Literally, everybody's name is in a bowl, and you get switched out
Everybody.
everybody. You get switched out
That's a
every
big
2
bowl.
years. You get switched out 2 years, and not the head guy, or you would have to make it like a huge Congress, maybe like a Congress of like 1,000 people or something. But for 2 years, bruh, you're locked and loaded, and you don't know when your ticket's getting punched.
No, that's a horrible idea.
Oh,
That's a
dang.
horrible idea. I'm really glad you're not in office.
I'm just trying to think of ways how you could get somebody elected that won't be elected. But
Probably
I
put
don't
a gun to their head and force them.
put a gun to their head and say, "I'll take your family away."
You
from
can make anybody do anything with a gun to the head.
Can't make.
Am I right?
Not everything, dude.
Not everything?
Nope.
What won't you do?
I will never say no to Key Lime LaCroix, our new sponsor.
I wish, bro.
Dude, my life would be so much better if I was sponsored by Key Lime LaCroix.
Please sponsor. We need a sponsor.
What would you not do? Gun to your head.
I would not shave my head.
Oh, dang, bro.
I get shot
Are you
for sure.
Are you Samson?
Yes.
Is all your strength and power cover your hair?
Yes.
Do you
Oh,
think?
so.
I don't know. I don't think we're ever going to get to an answer because I think it's almost impossible to get somebody elected that they don't want to be.
Yeah.
But
At this point, yeah.
I think we should realize the boat is crashing and we should have some fun on the way down.
Playing some Chutes and Ladders on the way down to the bottom of the ocean. Playing some Candyland. Playing some Battleship.
Like a Battleship. Do you think anybody played Battleship on the Titanic? And
Was that even a thing back then? I don't know. It's a simple game.
I
think
don't
it
know
would
if
be.
that came out before then or not. Dude, you know what I heard in the news?
What'd you hear in the news?
I heard they're selling, or Walgreens and CVS is considering selling abortion pills at Walgreens, bro.
Wait, what do you mean abortion pills?
Plan B.
You know what? I read the headline, so, but it said abortion pills.
Wow, we got only
So,
the deepest divers in the news.
They
here.
wrote. I should find another.
I was gonna say, yeah, Plan B is the same
But I
thing.
think it's more than Plan B. I think it's like.
Plan C.
I think it might be Plan C's. I think they might be pumping out C's.
Wow.
But
Dude, Walmart sells Plan B. Like, come on.
does Walgreens not? Nah. Okay. Well,
I don't know. I don't really go in there anymore. Forever.
are you a Walgreens or CVS guy?
Oh, yeah, I almost said Walgreens, but I don't know.
Or you
CVS kind of
you're
up in their
so
game.
poor if you go to Walgreens.
CVS is up in their game, but the Walgreens like photo. It's the only reason I would go in there.
Walgreens is the Kroger of freaking CVS.
That makes
You know what
no
I'm talking
sense. Kroger is so much better than
What?
Walmart.
No way.
Kroger better than Walmart? You don't agree?
No, on the scale, on the tier list of supermarkets, Walmart's at like D tier, and then Target obviously above that.
No, dude. Target's bottom. I'm not
You're
trying.
high.
I'm not trying to get touched in the bathroom.
You're high.
I'm not trying to get touched in the bathroom.
Okay, well, okay, fine. It's B.
Okay.
Or what I say? I don't know. But come on, Kroger is so much better. Obviously, like HEB is like A.
I don't know. Kroger's always like, it's just got like an old person feel.
Okay. Well, the old ones do. Like the one in McKinney, you know, that old one.
Yeah,
That
that one.
That one's worse than Walmart.
That one's crusty.
It was, yeah, it's pretty gross. But the new ones are cool. Like the one down the street from here, it's huge.
Well,
got
I
everything
haven't
in it.
been to many new ones, so
Well,
excuse
that's
me.
your problem.
Do you know what
This
CVS
is-
stands for? I learned this the other day.
Crusty vine syndrome. What?
Consumer value store.
Consumer value store.
Dude, after I heard that, I was like,
Count me
why
out.
they call me that? That's such a that's the most degrading title. Consumer. I'm not a. I mean, I am, but tell me,
Dude,
I'm nice first.
Walmart needs to make like a branch off chain called like GVS,
No way.
Great Value Store, because that's their brand. GVS.
Walmart already kind of sells
Gibbs and
drugs. Unfortunately,
They sell drugs.
yeah, they got the pharmacy. Walmart's got everything, dude. They can do whatever you want. You can get a gun at Walmart.
Not anymore.
No?
They stopped that. This used to be a free country. A proper country.
You know how sick it would be to walk out of Walmart with a gun? What else? A bike. One of those. No, not a bike. One of those electric big car, like the kid cars.
Yeah.
Gun. One of those cars.
And a pack of those snowballs.
yes.
That's America.
Tennis balls to throw at people too.
No, okay. Let's talk about the ones you eat.
No, I know that you got to have your sustenance.
Yeah.
And what? A big bottle of.
Like a 2 liter of RC.
Yeah. Not the worst soda. RC Cola.
Dude, you're capping. RC is good.
You're bringing up horrible opinions this week.
RC is good.
You're bringing up
Grace,
dirty opinions. Nobody ever likes RC Cola.
y'all are whack. I mean, I don't drink it anymore, but it might not be good anymore. I haven't had it in a while.
I'm trying to think of what I used to like. I used to like.
Obviously,
that.
it's not better than LaCroix Key Lime.
You know, a weird one. I used to like going to the movie theater and getting the Pib because that was like the only
Pib
place
Extra
I
is
could get it.
good.
Was like the movie theater, and I always remember I used to tell Grandma, "Hey,
And Chipotle. They'd
Let's
always
go
be
to the-
Chipotle for some
let's go to the
reason.
movies and let me get a large Pib.
Get a large Pib Extra.
We get a large Pib, slurp that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Be done 15 minutes into the movie and just mad
That's
holding
literally what
it.
Jackson got last night. He
Really?
got like a 84-ounce drink. He got it with Pib Extra in it, and he drank it all like before the movie started.
Was it super long?
The movie?
Because the first one was freaking 2.5 hours. More?
Yes. It's about the same. The second one felt a lot longer
I'm
too.
happy people are expressing their art and making nice movies, but dang.
Look,
sometimes-
I said this last week. I think they should make movies like an hour and a half max, but like these epic movies like this, I'm fine with 2.5, maybe 3, but 3's pushing it.
Should they put out some 45-minute movies. Would that be interesting?
I feel like that'd be kind of hard to
It'd definitely be hard
your story
to do.
across.
Mm.
I mean, they kind of do that with TV shows now.
Yeah, I guess.
Dude, I
that's-
hate the.
I guess that's
oh.
just a TV show.
Can we talk about?
Oh, we watched to the Ones Who Live.
You watched it?
Yeah.
Oh, it was so
Should
good.
we spoiler our whole audience? I think we should.
Well, the second episode comes out tomorrow, so I feel like it's been a week.
They've had a week. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Comes out every Sunday.
So, okay, is that what you want to talk about?
Dude, well, no, but we can talk about it.
Okay.
Well, I mean, okay. What was I going to say? Oh,
Start anywhere.
so I was going to say that I hate the new format of TV shows. Like,
Of an hour?
yeah, like they'll be an hour long or 45 minutes long, and they'll only have 6 episodes to a season.
You don't like that?
I don't.
I like it
Because
because
I like being able to watch a TV show, an episode of a TV show, when I eat.
that's when you put on The Simpsons, baby.
True that. Or The Office.
The Office.
Perfect.
The
20
Simpsons.
to 30 minute range. Perfect.
You need to start watching Malcolm in the Middle. I love it so much.
I do. I really want to start that.
I showed Grace and it's changed her life. But
Okay. You
The
want
Ones
to
Who
talk
Live.
about the ones who live?
because I've got some opinions.
Okay.
Let me hear yours.
All right. I'm so excited to talk about this. So, first of all, did you like it? Like on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would say that I think the first episode, after it finished, I was feeling a 6 or a 7.
Grace?
Consult the wife. Dang.
5? No way you got bored.
Tell me, why do you
How
think
on
it's so
earth you guys-
good?
Oh, it's so good because okay, so he left the show like 5 years ago
Uh-huh.
in our time.
And Michonne did too, I think.
She left a little later. But the whole time, obviously you're wondering where he is, where Rick is.
Yeah.
And the first episode, literally the first episode, told you exactly what you needed to know.
I didn't
in
want to know
45
everything.
minutes.
That's what kind of made me mad. They already, spoiler, reunited. And I was like,
Yes, but
I didn't think I wanted all that in one episode.
I agree with you kind of. Like, I did not expect that at all. I did not expect them to reunite in the first episode.
yeah.
But you got to think ahead. Like, you got to be like, okay, there's got to be a story that they're telling of them, like, getting out of that.
Oh, I thought it was them I thought the story was gonna be them uniting.
Me too. I think that's what everybody thought.
And so,
But, okay, hold on. My score is like a 9. Like, it was super good. And his
Wow.
I think Andrew Lincoln's acting was, like, amazing.
dude, he's a nubby.
Is it
He's
what?
in the nub club.
Huh?
He's no hand, dude. He's in the nub club.
Isn't that crazy, bro?
It was
I thought
insane.
he was dreaming, dude. When he cut off his hand, bro,
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way this is real.
Which is like, if you lose your hand in the apocalypse, it's way different than losing your hand normal.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you're so, dude, you need that
You're
hand.
so limited. But also, it's super convenient that they just shackled his left hand because he's a righty.
Oh,
So if they would have shackled his right hand, he would have been
True.
screwed. Anyway, so that was crazy. I mean, in the comics, he loses his hand like way early on in the apocalypse.
What?
So I think
Didn't
that's why
Carl? Carl lost his
they did it.
hand
I don't think so.
because of that Asian or Indian kid was like talking to him in the woods, and then no, Carl just dies.
No,
because
Carl
of that.
loses an eye.
Yeah, an eye,
Anyway,
but he just dies because he gets bit on the hand.
yeah,
Spoiler.
yeah.
Spoiler.
What was I going to say? So yeah, he loses his hand, which I thought was like a dream sequence or something because I couldn't believe it. But like, I was watching this video and this guy brought up a good point about it because in the show it mentions that he tried to escape like 4 times, I think, before, which doesn't seem like a lot.
Yes.
For being captured for like 3 years.
Yeah.
But his second plan to get out, was brought on by that super energetic guy, which I didn't really care for, who talked to
Yeah.
him on the bench. Because he was like, "You should join the military,"
Dude.
and he was like, "Oh, I mean, maybe I should in order to escape." And it's
Uh-huh.
like you wouldn't think of that. I don't know. It doesn't seem realistic. But
I didn't like the general either. Not,
the general,
not the
black
lost
one?
guy. Yeah,
you didn't like him?
I don't know.
I thought he had a cool voice.
Also, sorry, not sorry. The South African accent is a tough one.
Is that what he has?
No, the girl,
Oh,
the whatever her name was.
I forgot.
She was talking, and sometimes I was like, I have no idea what that lady just said.
Yeah, I agree.
I was like,
yeah, she's
and
hard to understand.
She's doing good acting, but the South African accent is a tough one.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to understand.
Elon mastered it. Everybody else is trying to catch up.
What was I saying? Oh, the escaping thing. Yeah, he brought up a good point where it was like, it kind of doesn't make sense of him to think about escaping through the military like 3 years later. And then also his escape plan was like really good escape plan, going through the sewers, and like pretending like his body was dead because he cut off the face, which was a good escape plan. But you'd think he would think of that before he cut off his hand. Like that has to be like a final desperation, which I think is what they were trying to convey. But that didn't really make sense.
Yeah, maybe they kind of did it out of order a little bit, but
maybe. But Rick, like becoming full beast mode and just being a military person. That's so cool. Learning to fly a helicopter, that's so sick.
that is cool.
That's so having military training as Rick Grimes, bro. He literally cannot be killed.
So the obvious thing, the elephant in the room, though, is definitely they're making all these offshoot shows perfectly so that they can all unite and save the world, right?
I don't know about save the world
for good.
Maybe. Like, I think they're going to have... They can't just have Rick just reunite and not do anything about the CRM. Like, he's got to overtake it or something and make the world a new world.
Why is the CRM bad? Because I wasn't even that mad at them in the show.
Yeah, you think they're kind of good guys, but, I mean, that black military guy explained that they're killing people. They're killing bees.
Is that what that
A's.
meant? Because I didn't understand. He said...
Same.
So they are definitely, like, they find you and they're like, all right, you're weak, you're dead.
No.
No.
So I think it's opposite. Because...
Oh, yeah.
They kill the leaders because they don't want people to uprise. And they save the bees.
And I think I also heard very subtly that they said they were using the walker bodies as energy.
Yeah. If you watched...
so they got another crazy scientist?
Well, if you watch the Maggie Negan show... That's
what I'm saying.
Did you watch that one?
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. So it's also mentioned there, and I guess it's possible.
That's not the same area, though.
No. This one's based...
So two different societies figured out that they could use all this flesh to start making...
I guess so.
Energy, which I don't know how that works, but...
Yeah. And I guess...
It'd be so funny if they put the walkers on a hamster wheel. like energy. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, they totally could
like
do
they're
that.
just like running, like the variant walkers just running on a meal, like looking at a head.
Yeah.
That's kind of smart. But what was I going to say about the CRM?
They're bads.
So, yeah, they're bad, but this is what I say about the A's and B's. Like, I don't know if you remember 5 years ago whenever Rick was taken up in a helicopter.
Yeah.
Apparently, that girl who called...
Oh, did she say something?
She said originally that he was an A. And then whenever the helicopters came and she saw him, she was like, I have a B. He was never an A. So, but he's actually an A, but she was lying to save his life.
Ah.
So it finally makes sense in my head when I realized that, but because it was kind of confusing in the show. But also I've heard the A's and B's were like can be test subjects, so they're probably going to kill the A's in order to test a cure on them.
Oh.
That's what I heard.
This is interesting, dude.
Yeah. I think the first episode is super good. But I don't know if I'm excited for episode 2 because I think it's just going to be all about Michonne, which I'm not too interested in. About how she got to Rick.
Do you, and also, does anybody... I'm not that interested in their relationship. I don't know.
This seems forced.
A little bit. It's a little forced.
But
I don't know. I could just, I'm not going to say it.
I think that I would be super hype if they did.
I'm trying to think about who.
Because even though it's corny, I would be super hype if they did do all these offshoots so that they could do a lead up and world-saving movie or something.
Yeah. That'd be
Even
legit.
as it's corny, like it's
like
kinda,
an Avengers movie
Yes,
for The
dude.
Walking Dead.
That'd be
Ooh.
so sick.
Yo, you might be onto something.
If they
Dude, they're doing it backwards from the Marvel. They're doing TV shows first and then bringing them all together in a movie.
that's the way to do
Ooh. You gotta.
it. Because if Daryl freaking saves the world,
Did you
if
finish the
Daryl
Daryl
saves
show?
no, but if Daryl saves Europe and Rick's over here saving America, and they all just kind of
They bring their countries together.
they just freaking power,
That's kind of clean.
that'd be so sick.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
I think the whole Rick wanting to commit suicide was kind of a crazy move for them to do, like the show writers,
Yeah.
because he tried it, or he almost did it like twice, I think, or maybe just once. But
It was just a glass.
well, the glass and the black military guy had the gun to his head, and he was like, "Do
Shoot
it."
me.
I was like, "Man, that's like
Shoot me.
that's so crazy."
Shoot.
Shoot. Shoot. Yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow to watch it, but I don't have high hopes.
Well,
You need to finish Daryl.
I do. I didn't finish that. Really bad. I actually really enjoyed Daryl too. There's literally no reason I stopped watching it. It was just fun.
Is it just fun to stop?
No, I think we were just doing other things. We were
Mhm.
just watching something else.
That last episode.
Probably Love on the Spectrum. If
the
I'm
last
being honest.
episode. Of this.
That show is
Wow.
dang. Dude, it is so insane that they found the most socially awkward people and made them do the most socially awkward or hard to do thing.
I wish I could. I wish I could get into reality TV.
You don't like those? Have you watched it? Have you watched an episode?
Not of Love on the Spectrum, but
If you watch it, you will watch all of it.
I've tried to watch reality TV and it doesn't do it for me.
It's not reality TV, bro. It's not. It's something completely different.
Fake TV,
No.
reality on the spectrum.
Dude, you know what's cool though? A lot of them are like
Kind of cool.
they get hype about God, dude.
Mhm.
A lot of the autists. I'm
They
like,
someone probably seen them. So I can't watch it, bro.
all right,
I can take it seriously.
What's the time, dude?
We're an hour in.
That sounds like
That sounds like a good
that
ending
sounds like a good spot.
before we get canceled.
But yeah, while you're listening to this, I'm gonna be in Netherlands, bro.
Yeah. Season 2, baby.
Pray for your boy. Pray for your boy. Oh, also we have a special.
Got a
We
special-
had to figure out some way for me to be here without being here, so
Oh yeah, we got a special guest.
be excited.
Hopefully coming in to fill in for Shane.
No, I'm gonna be here.
Yeah, you're right. Special guest
Shane.
Shane will be here.
Let's get out of here.
Next week. So, have fun on your trip, bro.
Buy merch.
Buy merch.
Honks.
Honks out.
Oh.